Nowadays, no one questions the importance of statistics to design and implement policies for development and the fight against poverty in Africa.
Well, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. If you can't measure the extent of need, you can't manage the extent of need.
You know, information is power. You need information to do anything, especially in the modern world.
You can't plan anything without information. You need information to plan. It's obvious. I don't know who disputes that. What do they say? Do they say that you can plan without information?
C'est comme quelqu'un qui navigue à vue et quelqu'un qui navigue vraiment avec des instruments beaucoup plus sophistiqués.
But please don't give me what I like, give me what I need, because part of what I need to do is to help deliver democracy to people.
Statistics are essential to strengthen democracy and policies for development and the fight against poverty. Data is needed on all sectors of activity, such as industry, commerce, transportation, health, education, telecommunications, tourism, as well as agriculture and many others.
But in our case, I believe in any business, it's very important to build your business based on something. And the data collection is crucial to make right decisions.
To provide decision makers with statistical data when they need them, such data must be made available. It is established on the basis of professionally executed surveys, census, and collection and processing operations.
Il y a un décalage qui s'est creusé entre la conscience de l'importance des statistiques et finalement la difficulté de collecte des statistiques et de traitement de ces statistiques.
L'investissement dans les systèmes statistiques ne doit pas oublier, au-delà de l'architecture sophistiquée de l'ensemble de ces systèmes et des moyens technologiques modernes, ne doit pas oublier ces conditions pragmatiques qui sont liées à la collecte au niveau du terrain.
For example, a general agricultural census produces data on the country's farming structure. It enables countries to determine the success of rural development policies and programs.
Ça nous permet quand même de savoir combien nous avons de paysans. Ça nous permet également de savoir quel genre de matériel agricole et quel est leur nombre. Ça nous permet également de faire un recensement particulièrement important aussi du nombre de têtes de bétail que nous avons.
Another example is provided by external trade statistics. They record all imports and exports of goods. It is an ongoing operation which requires computer processing of tens of thousands of customs declarations. In another area, preparing a country's poverty profile requires a survey of households' income and expenditures. This requires large financings and several hundred investigators for an entire year.
When we come to the business point of view, for the right decision to make where we sell our sugar, how the thing, we need to go back and get all the data in a specific area of population, how they behave, what tons of sugar they eat, why, what's their growth, the population, where they're going. We need to know this, otherwise how you can intervene. I think in simple words, without them, normally you are lost.
A general population census is a very large scope operation which includes determining the number of inhabitants, establishing their geographical location, age and gender distribution. Its implementation requires the deploying of thousands of agents throughout the entire country and processing hundreds of thousands of questionnaires.
C'est au sortir de l'entretien avec l'agent recenseur que le chef de l'État dégage ici l'intérêt que le recensement général de la population représente pour le pays tout entier.
J'ai trouvé que cette enquête était très intéressante parce qu'elle va au fond des choses. On va connaître réellement la situation des Sénégalais par catégorie et même par degré de pauvreté ou de richesse.
Finally, in the case of the Consumer Price Index, investigators may carry out up to 3,000 price checks per month on the capital's markets and stores. This index is used to observe inflation and households' purchasing power.
Et la statistique, il faut aller sur le terrain. Pour aller sur le terrain, il faut des moyens pour aller sur le terrain. Donc c'est là que je pense qu'une approche globale avec les partenaires et la stratégie de SRP qui vise justement à donner une approche globale avec un cadre de cohérence peut être un modèle pour la statistique et nos partenaires pourront nous aider dans ce cadre-là.
I strongly believe that it's not adequate when donors pursue an agenda if it's not really an agenda that people believe in developing countries. And this is a classic case. We won't build sustainable institutions if donors finance statistical offices for a few years. We'll build credible institutions when those statistical offices are filling a real felt need in these developing countries. What we've got to do, I think, is to support countries who recognize the force of this and to try and do so in a way that will promote the long-term sustainability of these institutions, which are very important.
C'est plus une question de responsabilité des pays et des dirigeants, d'abord, qu'une question de ressources financières.
It is to confront this responsibility that many African countries have recently decided to develop and implement a national strategy for statistics development. This strategic approach is the very topic chosen by the UN Economic Commission for Africa for Africa's Statistics Day on November 18th, 2006.